Okay, so
You saved me!
I just wanted to be your friend!
greetings and welcome to Delver. This is a game that I've owned for a long time. I didn't start playing it back again, and I didn't start playing it again until fairly recently, actually, like a couple days ago. And I've actually been having a lot of fun with it. So, yeah, let's just get back into it. The last time I beat it was years ago, but I have beaten this before, so I can basically know how this is going to go. For the most part, this is mostly like, what's the term? Pretty like randomly generated terrain. I forget what the term is for that right now, but it's just it's probably gonna come to me while I'm uploading this, knowing my brain. So yeah, let's just get into this. So I guess my save restarted because these 6 deaths were all like the last couple days of me playing this game off and on. But yeah, let's get into this. So you don't start out here, but hang on, you start out like over there, after like the initial run of you like, actually maybe I should have started, it's too late now, I'm not going to do that, but yeah, after you do your initial run of this, you'll start up there, you'll go down here, and you'll see that there's a town over here with some people hanging out. There's boxes around that I already destroyed and threw these pants down because I bought something better, but yeah, so here's the thing. This is kind of like an RPG slash roguelike. There's like a lot of there are RPG elements on top of things like magic. But the thing is, the only thing you keep with you when you die is your money. So whenever you start a new run, you can take any money you earned in the previous run to buy things. But the things that you buy, they don't come with you in your next run. So you lose. If you die, then you lose them on that, and then you have to start again with your basic dagger, a random potion, a random magic item, and like one other thing I don't really remember. So yeah, I wouldn't call it a roguelite since there's no like permanent upgrades. The gold is kind of like semi-permanent, but not really. Anyway, let's get into the game proper. This is a very like pixel art, still kind of 3D-ish game of a first-person hack and slash, basically, is what it is, though. Just okay, I killed it in one shot, good. So yeah, these boxes, they can have stuff in them. More often than not, they'll be empty, but they can also, on occasion, that's what I'm trying to say. On occasion, they will have, enemies in them, so you have to kind of be careful. Also, don't use your main weapon to break items because breaking stuff with your weapon will break the weapon. Like their weapon does have a durability system, but it's not something you will notice right away. Okay, so I have 3 options for here, and the options that you get every level up for the stats that you raise are random. So like I have a magic, attack, magic, and speed. But like next level, it could be defense, health, and agility, or any combination of the 6. Which I think there are 6 skill stats to raise. I think there may be more. But yeah, every time you level up, you get a random 3 stats out of the stats that you can raise to raise, and you raise them by 1 point in every stat. So I'm gonna raise my attack. Although magic is probably one of the better stats to raise because it increases the charges that the ones that you find and start with have. Although note, you don't keep your stat increases every turn. So if you die, you start again with all your stats back to normal. So that really only applies to the run you're in. I have to move. I have to get away. Okay, so the difference between bombs: if it's glowing, get out of the way because it's going to explode. I normally don't keep bombs because they tend to like clutter up my inventory and I never find a good time to use them. So I'm going to ignore that. 5 AC, that might be better than what I have. Hold on. let me see here. I picked one with 5 AC. I picked up with 2 AC and with speed 1. This has 3 AC, so I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna throw this out. I'm gonna put this on for the extra AC, because that's either going to reduce the damage I take, or that's going to reduce the chance of me getting hit. I think it's the former, because I don't think there's been an enemy close enough to hit me that has missed. So there's that. I'm gonna grab the arrows that this arrow bomb threw out. Actually, I don't see any other. There's one. Okay, I think I just got attacked, so I have to be careful. I don't really have a way on me to increase the light in here, but if I find a light source, I will take it with me. I don't normally do that, but after editing yesterday's Morrowind video, yeah, I kind of see that is something I need to be aware of, because I wasn't aware of it in yesterday's video, and it kind of hurt the ability to see. Then again, the audio on that video was bad anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but it is kind of important to take health early on, because you start with 9 HP, that is not enough. You need to get that up. That is very much a rookie number in this game. Die. Thank you. I'll take your stuff. Actually, that's not a good one. That doesn't deal damage. It deals like statuses. I don't want that. Okay. Oh yeah, there's another dude here. How about you die? Give me your cheese. I'll take that. Okay. I don't trust an arrow bomb to not explode. I don't think it was glowing. I kind of panicked though. That one is glowing. Hold up. Okay, it fizzled out. If a bomb fizzles out, it will always fizzle out. So don't. If you do pick up bombs, don't pick up the ones that fizzle out. They're not reliable at all. I had to learn that the hard way a couple runs ago. Okay, just gonna keep looking around and destroying any containers I find, also destroying any wooden doors I find, just to kind of keep more of a accurate mental gauge of where I've been. I find it easier to navigate if I destroy the doors instead of just leaving them open. Then again, there's a mini-map in the top right corner of the screen that fills out as you play, as you explore. So there is that. Okay, that's not going. Alright, and as you can see, the dagger is already broken. It's no part of it got chipped off, so I'm not lying about the weapon durability. That is in fact a thing. Which is why I have a habit of carrying like side weapons, and then only having like one weapon at a time that's like my main weapon that I save purely for fighting. Although it kind of depends, because if I do manage to reach like the later levels of the game, I will kind of rely on all the wands I've picked up. There we go. There's nothing else in here, and this wand, yeah, it doesn't have any charges, so we need to leave that behind. I will put this up here though, and just move things around, keep my edibles up here, keep the arrows down here. I'm not going to bother finding a bow until I have like a lot of arrows, and then that'll become like my main weapon for a while. Okay, here's a candle, so if I do this, hold it up, yeah, it should have a better time seeing, although I am going to have to put it away when I need to attack like a container or a opponent, whatever it happens to be. And yeah, all the doors aren't wooden doors. Like there's other types of doors here. I can't step on these things. They're trapped. Those are traps. Hang on. Get out of my face. Thank you. So yeah, these things are traps, or like pressure plates. You step on them, anything can happen. Try to avoid them as much as possible. I found that's the best way to handle it. All right, I'm gonna put one of these down here and move these aside so I can get this back out for smashing pots and such. I don't think I've seen a weapon actually get completely destroyed if you keep using it after it's broken. But then again, I've never had to use a weapon for smashing for that long, so that's something I guess we're both going to discover. This game doesn't give me any weapon drops soon. Okay, just keep. I might end up skipping the parts where there's a lot of containers to break. Okay. Okay, never mind. It fizzled. It fizzled out. I was kind of hoping that would. Okay, this one's going to. Yep. Okay. So yeah, don't. If you notice that, don't break the purple jars because they will explode on you. That is not a fun time. So arrows. Any more over here? Oh, here's an iron dagger I can replace my broken one with. That's nice. Bye. Wait, what? I don't know. I was thinking there. I don't know why that's red. Arrow. Also, there are notes hanging around that you can read, but they're not really all that useful. They'll give you like pieces and chunks of like somebody's story, but I don't know whose. I tend to ignore them. Let's see here. So this golden candlestick, that's worth some money. I'll take that. The rest of this is just junk. Because it doesn't actually say that it's worth anything, so that's why I don't keep it on me. Don't want to clutter my inventory up after all. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. Let's see here. There's some money sitting around. Gold candlestick that's worth some money. There's a green potion that's probably poisonous. Green potions usually are, but the potions are also completely randomized, so this could be anything else. But no, it's poison. Okay, I'll just eat some meat to counteract the poison's damage. I don't need to worry about finding an antidote or anything. You just heal yourself back up, and it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Okay, let's head this way then, and there's more door to go through. Okay. Oh, there's a person. There's a person. Okay, I cannot have you slinging spells at me while I'm hurt like this. So I would appreciate it if you would just stop. Let's go ahead and eat some more. Hey, look, money. Ooh, a ring of protection, yo. 4 AC, yes please. I'll put that on. Alright. So now we have a way down to the next floor. If I wanted to be really stingy, I would go ahead and make sure I've explored all of Dungeon 1 before going to Dungeon 2. But I'm not worried too about it right now. I don't want this video to go on too long without me showing off all the cool stuff in this game, so I'm going to be a little bit quick to go between floors, I guess. That, you know, in a way, you kind of save yourself some dungeon for later, although I'm not going to get too much into that. Depending on how far we get into this, you'll see later. I might have to make multiple episodes of this because this game is a little bit long. It's not like typical RPG size, but you know, it's a roguelite. It can't be that long. Nobody would get that far if it was that long. All right, so. And yes, I do tend to hoard wands in the early game for later. Anyway, 9 to 12, 7 to 10. Okay, this is my new main weapon, which means I can put this dagger aside. And it's already worn, which means it's going to break soon. And I can use my previous main weapon as my new item breaker to get stuff with. And that doesn't mean I can't still attack with it, though, because it is still fairly strong. More ale. Ale is one of the best healing items in the game, but it does cause drunkenness, which is really just the screen wobbling back and forth without your consent. Which, well, I guess it is your consent if you know what it does and then drink it anyway for the health. So it is a bit of a trade-off, but it's not that big a deal. Okay. So yeah, if the multiple attacks to get through doors annoyed you before, you don't have to worry about that now. It looked like there was something there for a second, but nope. But nope. Oh, hello, bat. Die, please. Thank you. Is this a door? Yes, it is. Let's see what's over here. Does not look to be anything, actually. I'd almost think I'd been here, except for this chunk was in the previous level, so not really. There's another poison potion. Now that I know what that is, I'm going to ignore it. Although you don't always you don't always identify potions on the first sip. Also, I just walked in a circle. Whoops. Alright, let's go over here then. Actually, There is a bigger map if you kind of don't know where to go from here, from where you are, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. It's something I don't always have to refer to, but have had to refer to a couple of times during my recent playthroughs of this. Thank you. Okay, so what do we have here? We have agility, we have magic, which increases the charges and the damage of magic wands. We have defense, which reduces the amount of damage taken when hit, which is probably what AC does as well. And agility, which increases attack speed and movement speed while charging an attack. I actually kind of want that right now. Get out of here. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to trade this candle out for this lantern, because I feel like that's going to be better for lighting up. And yeah, that is a bigger difference, I think. Alright, we have gold, we have Scroll of Levitate. I don't usually grab the scrolls either, but occasionally there'll be a good one that drops like that I'll hang on to. Okay, we're already in the well. That's interesting. So the well is one of the most notable of the intermediary levels, because you'll get like 2 levels of a dungeon and then like an intermediary level leading into the next 2 levels of dungeon. Kind of works like that. Blue potion. The potions I always drink immediately if I don't know what they are. If I do know what they are, then I'll save them until I need them, which for some potions means that I'll never use them, but it's, it's like that. Alright, so this is the, I think, younger brother of the shopkeeper on the surface. Yep. So you sell gear, much like your brother. We've got an iron hammer, a steel dagger, an excellent short bow, a quick worn short bow, worn leather armor of the sloth, and ring of protection. I'm gonna grab the short bow because I'm gonna need to start using those soon, I think. With all the bows I've been picking up. And now this guy is extremely important, and you're gonna want to try to at least somewhat save your money, because this guy will help you in upgrading your bag and your belt. So I'm going to go ahead and get a bag expansion. And I'm going to get a belt expansion. Now if you'll see, my hotbar just increased by 1 block. And if I open my inventory, there's an additional block down here as well. That's why I say this guy's important, and to try to save as much as money as possible for him. Although, if you die and start over, it is understandable to buy a weapon. And whatever else is useful from the guy up top. I wouldn't bother with the scroll seller too much, but you might find something he has that's really useful, like a scroll of levitation, for instance, that you might want to hang on to. So these, let's put these back. Let's put these back. There we go. And let's go ahead and
later.
We'll see. Kind of depends on how much I get going forward. Okay, so these things either have monsters in them, which can drop loot, like that, or nothing. I usually destroy them anyway, even like the small ones, which are guaranteed to not have anything. Just habit, I guess. So let's see here. I don't think there's anything. Well, there's an object here I can break that might have something in it. Nope. Okay. Time to go down to the caves. Okay. So this is where this area can start to get a little spooky, because there's big spiders in here and a couple other things. So if you get spooked easily, now might be a good time to skip ahead to a bit of a safer area for me to play in. Although I don't know how much more play of this. It kind of took me a while to get here already, so we might just get to like Cave 2 or like the next area. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Chances are I'm going to be cutting a bit of this out anyway during editing. I thought he dropped something for a moment, but he didn't. Just to kind of speed things up. Okay. Worms here, they poison you if you bite you. You have to be really careful about those. Okay, so here's why I start using like arrows part way in, because of these beholders. They will fly backwards and shoot magic at you. They're worse than the magic dudes in like the previous floor, so you have to attack back. It looks like you're dead already. Okay, there you go. Thought you were. Oh, and you dropped a dagger too. That's useful. potentially. I didn't see its stats, so. Okay, it looks like there's another one of those things over here. Yeah, there is. Oh, and there's a spider blocking him too, because of course there is. Okay, that looks good. Let's see here. 5 to 11. That's probably better one I have. Yep. Whoops. Grabbed the wrong part of the screen. So yeah, let's put that there, I think. Okay, so let's go back over here and get my arrows back. They do occasionally break, but it's not... They don't break all the time. So for the most part, you'll be okay. Oh, 5, please. Thank you. Okay, yeah, more health, please. I would appreciate that. And... spiders and worms. Die, please. I have a friend IRL that's afraid of spiders, so I understand. You know, some people might be afraid of them, especially in like dark areas like this. Speaking of, let me get this back out real quick. All right, there you are. If you keep running away from me, I'm just gonna shoot you. I hope you understand that. Die, please. Thank you. Thank you for the money. Okay, there's a couple things over here. Drop something for me, please, zombie. Oh, money, thank you. Alright. Whoa. Okay, back up. Come on. There we go. And now whip out the bow for you. Oh, you died in one shot. Cool. I'll take my arrows back. Kill this zombie. See what you got on you. A healing potion. I will absolutely take that. The caves are also larger than the dungeons, so it might be a while before we find a... There we go. Might be a while before we find the exit. We found the exit from dungeon 2 pretty quickly. So... Not that that means anything, but just something I noticed, I guess. Alright, so where do we need to go from here? Okay, we need to go north. Alright. Give me something useful, please. Just this lantern, I guess, but I already have one of those, so pass. I meant to hit the smaller one first, but oh well. He didn't drop nothing. He didn't drop anything, unfortunately. Okay, so just a little bit to the west before we go further north. Oh. 1 to 3. No, that's not good. There we go. Okay. I think that's a good stopping point for now. I'm definitely thinking about playing more of this game next week. Let me know if you want to see more of this, though. I usually don't get comments, but I am still going to ask for them, because I would like to get a chance to actually talk to my viewers, you know? But yeah, we're going to leave this here for now. If you got this point in the video, it means the world to me, as it always does. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one. Farewell. Got anything you want to say to our audience before we go? Yeah, I didn't think so.